Week 11 in the NFL is come and gone, and hey, maybe we really do have a conversation for the next Rookie of the Year. Is it Jayden Daniels? Is it Bo Nix? Or is it another guy on this list? As always, I'm professional quarterback Justin Arth here to break down your quarterback play this week for Week 11 and give you my top 5 performances of the week and let you guys know who's balling, who's slinging that rock all over the field. Let's get into my honorable mentions. Derek Carr, Jameis Winston, and Tua Tagovailoa. Number 5, I have both Justin Herbert and Joe Burrow. I'm not even going to say the stats for the two of them because both of them played outstanding against each other on Sunday Night Football. For the first time, we have a tie in the spot for my rankings. Justin Herbert was outstanding in the first half and played a very solid first half of football when Joe Burrow played very well in the second half. And you put those two together, that's a perfect quarterback performance. But when the game mattered the most, Justin Herbert did step up and lead the drive. Justin Herbert is a beast on the ground with some physical Josh Allen-like runs, but he also made a lot of impressive throws. On the other hand, Joe Burrow is playing his best football yet, and the Bengals still lose games. Ball placement for Joe was consistently great. You could argue that that ball to Burton in the first half should have been caught, converting one of those field goals into a touchdown, which makes this game a completely different ball game. Both of these guys had a perfect half of football and both deserved to win, but they played each other. So one has to lose, one has to come out victorious, and Herbert came out victorious, but Joe Burrow did not. But both deserve my number 5 spot. Number 4, Sam Darnold. Sam Darnold had a 107.0 QBR, 20 of 32 for 246 yards and 2 touchdowns with an additional 18 yards and a touchdown on the ground. Against a stingy Titans defense, Darnold had to fight and claw for every yard that he got in this game. He was outstanding in breaking sacks, extending plays, and just being a playmaker. Many continue to underestimate his athleticism and all that he does to make plays. But in the air, he threw strikes. On the ground, he converted some big gotta-have-it plays. Ball placement was almost perfect. And if a couple more feet landed on some of those throws that he made, he'd have a few more huge elite-level completions to bump up those stats and make the quarterback rating look even better and obviously validate the performance even more. Number 3, Matthew Stafford. Matthew Stafford had a 142.7 QBR, 18 of 27 for 295 yards and 4 touchdowns. For an old veteran who sometimes looks like the age is catching up with him, Stafford was zipping out-breaking routes all day and zipping balls right into tight coverage seams like he was a green 25-year-old. He continues to show a great ability to make plays on the run, throw guys open, and make a fadeaway into the bucket type throw that, again, a lot of young guys can make. A very solid rebound performance for Matthew Stafford and the Rams. They are in the thick of the NFC race because of the parity of the NFC, and Matthew Stafford continues to turn back the clock every once in a while, and the Rams need that to be in playoff contention. Number 2, Bo Nix. Bo Nix had a 145.0 QBR, 28 of 33 for 307 yards and 4 touchdowns. Bo continues to show tremendous growth and maturity, especially in showcasing his football IQ. Yes, a few of his touchdowns were screens that were hit for touchdowns in the red zone, but he was quick, decisive, and always seemed to know where he was in the progression, where Atlanta was bringing blitzes. He consistently converted third downs. He used his legs to extend plays and threw some strikes into some very tight windows. I loved his ability to decipher where the blitz was coming from and shift the protection. You could hear him on the mic at times calling Ricky and Lucy, and obviously Ricky being a slide right and Lucy being a slide left. He is the answer in Denver, but not only is he the answer in Denver, but I think he now has put a couple good weeks together where 1 or 2 more of these, and he might be your Rookie of the Year over Jayden Daniels. No disrespect to Jayden, and I love you too, Jayden. Number 1, Jared Goff. Jared Goff had a perfect 158.3 QBR, 24 of 29 for 412 yards and 4 touchdowns, with 21 yards on the ground for the unathletic guy. How does Jared Goff bounce back from a shaky 5-interception performance? Well, he comes out with another perfect passer rating. Goff was tremendous with throwing receivers open and being aware and using the defensive back's leverage against them. Goff's ball placement was terrific, and what he does very well in this game is the little details of throwing a receiver down or putting the ball right on him to protect the receiver, or give him a running lane after the catch. Red zone conversion rate in this game was great. The line consistently gave him a lot of time, which is always good for someone like Goff. Goff, with a plethora of other reasons, are the reason why the Detroit Lions should be taken seriously. I think everybody does, but they are one of the most dangerous teams in the NFL when Jared Goff is on.